Welcomes you inside Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Seattle Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Francisco.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Here's Will Myers. Into the windup and the pitch. Late that time for a strike. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And very little resistance there as he's retired on a half-hearted swing, and there are 2 away. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Well, that's not a good pitch for him to hit. Look, this fella's got so much power, but you got to bring the pitch into the zone. Chasing that one there, right there, I'd go back and throw it to him again.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Left side. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they're set down. Kyle Hendricks gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What do we need to know here, HR?
Matt, last year this guy was one of the best pitchers in baseball. The ERA in the low 2s. You know how good that is? And the thing I like about it, that tells me he's going to throw strikes when he needs to. He's going to get ahead of hitters, and he's going to have another solid game going deep in the game. So hopefully he can carry that into this game as well, and we'll get a chance to really see him work at his best.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
When you have a guy throwing a sinker and a changeup, the whole key to hitting is make him get the ball up. They're going to try to keep it on the same plane, but if he's not keeping it below the knees, he's going to be in trouble. Just make him get it up.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And he'll throw against his body to first. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning. Runner goes. Pitch outside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, that's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
Now a bunt attempt here. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
Well, things are happening now. All he wanted to do was move that runner from second to third, and he gets a base hit. So now they're sitting first and third, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And the run will trot home to score from third as the White Sox claim the early 1-0 lead. Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Here's the 0-2. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch side. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
Hey, one of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second. And that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
And when in doubt, he'll just step off and bluff that runner back to third. 1 out and a runner on third. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit. Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
The next 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Harold?
I think the sinker ball is the toughest pitch to hit, because you're told all the time to look down for a ball, and every pitcher's told to get it down. But then when you start to swing and the ball sinks even more, that's when you get ground balls. So you got to go there with a real good game plan of making him get that ball up, which he knows he's not trying to do. It's a tough battle.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Skied into very shallow right. Inciarte is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunt. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He'll be the first to greet Felix Hernandez to start the inning. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
Third baseman, Adrian.
And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And this is fouled back and out of play. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Up with it, Realmuto. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Batting 6, center fielder.
In is Christian Yelich. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. This ball will be chopped foul. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard to short. Gordon is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a strong inning. Now at the plate, Mark Trumbo. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, it looks like he tried to waste one
to start the inning. Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt here. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Here's the 1-0.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he can't get back in time, and he is out at first. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, that pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Hit hard on the ground to second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Matt, this is an 8-pitch at bat. Look at these pitches right here. Fouls them off. He's staying with them, but he's in a great rhythm as he's seeing all these pitches. Finally, he gets the pitch he wants, and whack, base hit. Great job.
Aaron Judge is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Well, that's a tough one right there. If that ball's at somebody, probably a double play. But as a result, it's one of those seeing eye singles. Just found the hole.
In now, JT Realmuto. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. And looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. Now a swing and a chance for the third baseman Beltre. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here's D. Gordon now, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. He'll try to bring in that second run of the inning from third with 2 down. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Here it comes on 0-2. On the ground up the middle. Lindor comes up with it. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Well, that's playing within his game right there. The speedster gets a little infield single, and now he's on to do damage.
Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And he will hasten his way back to first where he's in there safely. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
That gets down, and the inning will continue. Gordon rounds the corner and is headed home. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he will pull into third with an RBI triple.
The runner was moving on the pitch, so when he blisters this thing into the gap, he's going to score easily. What wasn't so certain was if the hitter was going to have the wheels to get to third. Well, he answered that question, and he has an RBI triple.
He hit a sac fly earlier. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Oh, 2-out base hits. That's how you win championships. The teams that come up with the big clutch hits, they usually win.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Yelich is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 5 and the Mariners 0. Here's Buster Posey now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss at one that almost hit him. The head-to-head history with King Felix. 2 hits in 7 tries. That's a ball and a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short. Gordon is there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. One gone now in the Mariners' third inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And a ball, 1-0. The pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mariners.
Now that's a nice base hit right there. Don't overlook this guy just because he's down at the bottom of the order. He's a pretty good hitter.
Here's Ender Inciarte. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn two.
And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch down the first baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, 0-2 pitch in the dirt. I think that was a purpose pitch. These guys are swinging at just about everything, so he's going to take a chance to see if they'll chase one even further out of the zone.
A swinging bunt to the mound. On to first, and there were two down.
Now batting, shortstop.
Digging in to try it again. Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A swing and a miss at a ball down. 2 outs here with a runner at third. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Realmuto corrals it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Mariners digging in for his second at-bat, Josh Donaldson. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Donaldson.
Hit back toward the mound. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. The tag, and he is out at second. Here's Mark Trumbo now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Well, they picked something up. They're just ambushing him. First pitch swinging, aggressive, and they're scoring runs. It's paying off for him.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Myers going back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
This is the first home run of the game, but the bats are definitely alive for both teams tonight. There have been a ton of hits already. These pitchers might want to duck and cover if things continue this way.
Hit to third. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Well, sometimes you make the perfect pitch and you still give up a base hit. That ball was down, and he just scooped it out and drove it through the infield.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run batted in thus far. Runners on the move for second, and now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Runner at first here, 1 man out. He's running again. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But this is speared by the first baseman. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the... Back alongside Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off.
Will Myers.
The pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
Oh, the changeup executed nicely, and he still got a ground ball. He got the base hit. He got his ground ball. He did everything he wanted to do. Sometimes it just doesn't.
Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Just got a piece up the line, but it gets foul.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
Throw to first to be in time, and Hernandez looking good here with 2 away.
First baseman number 5.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike. Now here's the pitch. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2. And now a pitch on the way. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 0-2. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes and 2 out, and he misses and likely. Here's D. Gordon now. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
D. Gordon.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but Beltre is able to get his glove up and spear this one out of midair for the first out.
Trey Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 2 for 2 with a triple on his batting line to this point. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Myers is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Mookie Betts. He singled his last time up. And he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Oh man, that's a scary one for an infielder. I'm sure he would have loved to make that play, but I think he's still got to be happy just to have all of his teeth.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Pitch inside, the throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. 1-0 pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Runner goes for third. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is high. The throw. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Way in front of a great slider that time. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. This is grounded foul. The 1-2 pitch from Felix. Hopped up. Trumbull is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
In is Christian Yelich. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. Way in front of that fastball. The 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The catcher, number 28.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Buster Posey. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
2 out here and a runner at second. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul.
Boy, Matt, he's in some kind of groove, and they better get something working.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Ready for another shot now.
Leading off for the White Sox, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Joe Ross is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Joe Ross.
Little chopper back to the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Third baseman, number 20.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Hit hard back up the middle. Lindor ranging up the middle on to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Ender Inciarte, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Francisco Lindor stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
The 0-2 once more. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes is there. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Will Myers. A hit in 2 tries so far. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Matt, this is one of those games that has that guy right there, his head scratching. He's trying to figure out, how do I get these guys going? We may see a team meeting to motivate them a little bit better. Well, that's back-to-back.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the. Digging in and looking for more, Yoenis Cespedes. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Designated hitter, number 99.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch outside. The throw. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to throw at a guy that gets a lead that big who can run. I don't care how good of a throwing catcher you are.
Ready with the 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now. You're probably going to.
Ouch, that one hit him. Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto. And I'm not sure how comfortable he may be up there, seeing as though the first two men were hit by a pitch this inning. And he's safe. Digging in to try it again. D. Gordon. He's 2 for 3 thus far. From the belt, the pitch. Now the runner breaks for the plate. And, oh, look out, as that pitch ran in and got him. And that's going to force in a run.
Center fielder.
Ready for another chance? Trey Turner. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pitch is a ball. And he scores on a daring steal of home. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Snap throw from the catcher. Not in time. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Inciarte's there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Throw won't get him. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 10-0 score.
Now batting. Second.
Here's Mookie Betts. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. Liner toward right center. Boy, and call off the Dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 4 runs already across and a chance to make it 5 right here. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Now, a mid-90s fastball is no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Myers is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. So it's 4 runs on just 1 hit in the inning. No errors. And no one left on base.
The designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Now he'll step off and rethink this. Madison Bumgarner is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Madison Bumgarner.
A ball for Gordon at short. Fielded cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Going to strike that victim twice in this one. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike. Hernandez still working on his shutout here through 6 1/3 innings. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Hernandez is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Third baseman number 29.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Popped up. Betts is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Yelich is under it. 1 away.
Up next for Chicago.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
This is just great pitching. They start him off with the slider to get the strike, and then they bust him in with a fastball. I don't know what he's thinking up there, but they really are messing with his mind right now.
Hey, I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing at that one.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The left fielder, number 52.
Ready once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Sox, but they lead it 11-0. In is Christian Yelich. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The catcher, number 28.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Buster Posey, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
That was an ugly swing, and that's indicative of how they've been swinging bat today. They just have not looked like they're picking the ball up at all. He's just dominating.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he is really found.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Here's big Aaron Judge. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Number 6.
Billy Hamilton is going to grab a bat here as he looks. To try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance.
Number 22, Miguel Sano.
Sunhwano enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Sunhwano.
Hit out towards second. Kinsler's got it. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, when you lead off an inning, you become the leadoff guy. Get on any way you can. And right there, that little infield single, as innocent as it might look, might start a rally for them. Do anything you can to get on.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. One 0 count. Here it is. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch swung on and missed. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And they put the tag on him for the out, and he must be saying, are you trying to kill me? Striding into the box.
He's got time.
D. Gordon is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Jason Kipnis will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
I really like how the catcher and the pitcher are reading swings. The pitch before, big power swing. Then they pull the string on him and get him out in front early. He has no idea what's coming now.
Center.
Speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple.
Now running at first base for the White Sox. Number 8.
Running is Young. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Snap throw to third, but he's back in standing. The runner's breaking for home. A step off, and the runner's heading home. And the run is in to score from third. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And the inning kept alive now for Mookie Betts.
Well, he hit that ball hard. He's been seeing the ball great. That right there now makes him 3 for 4 in the evening. Really swinging the bat.
Into the box now, Mookie Betts. Tripled homer run last time through, so we'll see what he's got in store here. And the runner's breaking for third. And a step off. Men on third with 2 down. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Ready with the 1-2. Well, he's not squaring as the pitch is a ball. And he scores on a daring steal of home. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Takes this the other way to right. And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit.
Right fielder number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's running towards second. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again, but he's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
Inciarte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nice look there at down. Chi-Town. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from Guaranteed Rate Field. Here's Ender Inciarte. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Nate Jones enters from the pen to begin the frame with a sizable lead with which to work. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one gets away. Now we'll look to third but go to second. No one out with a runner at second. can't get it down on the pitch in the dirt. Realmuto gathers, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. And he is in there. Here's Will Myers, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Fouled straight back.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners are at first and third with none out. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Now at the plate, Madison Bumgarner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Carter Capps comes on to start the inning, and he'll have a huge lead to work with. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now. And they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.